Walk it like I talk it. 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 Walk it like I talk it.
Hey y'all. I know it's late. Don't get mad. It's late, but that's okay. Put your headphones on. Or good morning. Fran, I was already asleep. It's okay, boo-boo. It's okay. It'll be up in the morning, okay? Let's get into it because I want to talk about other stuff in the morning, okay? Daddy gone. Okay, that seems to be a reoccurring theme of 2023 for some of us. Not all of us, but some of us, okay? All right, I had to clean my glasses. Guys, I'm sorry I'm late. I had to make a little snack. I was hungry. We were gone all day. We were outside. Sis had to get things together. Anyway, I wanted to talk about a couple of things real quick, and hopefully we can get in and out of this pretty quickly. But I wanted to, this was interesting to me because I heard about this first thing this morning. I guess I was hearing about it yesterday, but I didn't really understand what was going on because Peach, I think, was trying to deflect. She had gone to the gas station and ran into her sister, and her sister was in like a blue romper. Did you guys catch this? Her sister was over there in a blue romper. Hello, everyone. Let me just say hi real quick. Live, laugh, love. Risa. Hey, boo boo. Hey, KDA. Gangstars. What's going on? India. What's going on? Is it Queen? Queen Taft? How are you, sis? Tina, what's going on? Kiki, what's going on? Miss K, Cheyenne, Victoria, what's going on to everyone? What's going on in the bushes? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up for me, okay? So anyway, when I got up, there was in my recommended, I saw this face. This is someone, I believe the name is Aakosha, right? If I'm not mistaken. Because girl, I was having to search on TikTok to try to find the video. Anyway, at the end of the day, so Peach, like yesterday let's go back 2-3 days ago. She was talking about her biological father wasn't doing well and her mom was trying to convince her to go see her biological father. And she said she didn't want to, and if her mom keeps asking her, she's gonna stop speaking to her. And I was like, okay. What else is new, right? Anyway, Peach is weird. So it was kind of like, okay, nothing new here, right? Then she keeps going live or putting up videos. Oh, I could really blow my whole family up right now, telling their business and da da da. But I'm so glad I'm in a better place and yada 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 yada. Anyway, she's at the gas station picking something up and she runs into one of her sisters there and makes a joke how everybody's wearing their glasses now. Everybody wants to be sexy red and da da da, whatever. Anyway, so when I heard people talking about her sister, I was just like, okay, I didn't see anything. I saw her run into somebody in a video and I thought that that's what they were talking about. Well, anyway, Peach has this sister right here is from her dad's side. And apparently this lady right here is a transgender lady. And that is, I don't know if that's even tea anymore in 2023, but she is transgender. And basically it was like, bitch, we don't fuck with you anyway. So you can talk about not dealing with our dad, but at the end of the day, we don't mess with you either. So no love lost. I mean, the funny thing to me is that Peach Peach can loud talk a whole lot of people, but damn it, if we're kind of seeing where Peach got that mouth from, she might have got it from her dad's side because Miss Aakosha, she laid Peach's soul to rest. And it was funny. They basically told the same story, but if you guys noticed, Peach tried to make it seem like Sis spoke to her versus Sis saying that Peach saw her and said, "Well, are we going to speak?" So I think in a situation like that, does it really matter? But in a situation like this, I think it kind of does because Peach always tries to make it seem like she's tough talking to people and she's running things and she's cussing people out. It seems like her sister basically cussed her out AF. And it would not surprise me. So, anyway, this is kind of some subtext of what's going on. Also, I don't know if Q is in the bushes, but there's a sis that comes to our chat sometimes, and she had. I can't even pull it up right now because honestly, we'll talk about it tomorrow. But I'll drop the link in the comments for you to go over to her channel and check it out. She's got some other tea. Allegedly there's some mistress that dropped a book. I don't know how true it is. I don't know who it is. I don't know if Peach wrote it. It's kind of a mystery, but it's some tea. Um, if you hadn't seen it already, um, I will go ahead and drop the link and go check it out. But allegedly, it's some woman who's been dealing with wood for like 5 years and I guess wrote like a pamphlet and is trying to drop it on the YouTube streets. I guess there was a link maybe to get it on Amazon. And basically, the sis who posted like a little bit of an audio clip of the book basically said that the clip was gone. Like everything that referenced the video and the clip are gone. So I don't know if just the video's gone, the channel's gone. I never got to see it. But I saw her video and that's it and that's all. So anyway, girl, that's what's going on. Peach obviously has more going on than just complaining about wood and dragging wood up and down the YouTube streets. And girl, her sister from the dad's side is not here to play with her. So if she keeps addressing this person, it's going to be a problem because clearly this individual I think is on like TikTok, maybe even Bigo. Um, Ma'am has active social media. So if Peach wants to continue to play, sis is playing. You know what I'm saying? Like this woman is not playing with her. So okay. But yeah, I didn't know Peach had a trans sister, but like I said, in 2023, is that even news? Um, you know, that's that. So, anywho, but yeah, people were saying that maybe Peach, in anticipation of this book coming out, was kind of trying to deflect the good old standby of Wood and what Wood has going on for Sis coming out the bushes and letting it be known that um what's going on with the family and that the family really doesn't care and the family like you don't deal with us, we don't deal with you. So anyway, if you guys know anything about that, drop it down. But yeah, that's really just what's going on. But Peach is a mess and Peach is very negative and Peach always seems to have something going on. So is anybody surprised? Um Peach looks like a clown. Okay. So so this is the next thing I wanted to talk about. Okay, so here's Love by Erica and the Muckers. So they've been playing all weekend, right? The Muckers just put out a video. The Muckers were definitely playing and they basically put up a couple of videos this weekend trying to be cute and basically kind of putting some clickbait titles where you thought that they were going to talk about some stuff and they didn't, of course. However, they put out a video today, which was some nonsense, but they did talk about an IVF journey that they're on right now. So I'm not going to play this whole video because it's filler. It's some we wanted to try to get like a 30-minute video. And girl, you guys can go watch it if you want to. The most interesting part to me is, okay, so they do, let me set this up real quick. And if, of course, if you want to go watch it, go ahead and watch it in its entirety. But we take frequent stops here, and I will be talking. So that's what we do. It's okay. Let's see. Let me find something adequate to put this on. Let's see. Everybody who joined me this evening, thank you. I know it's late. So let's see. I know it's late, but I'm not going to keep you guys long at all. Okay. Okay, let's get into it. So this is some letter that basically talks about that she's going to be going to the IVF clinic. I don't know how true that, like, what I'm saying? Anybody can produce any kind of document, but apparently this is some sort of like, welcome to the program. Let's see. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit more, make this bigger. Hold on. Okay. So you may or may not be able to see this, and I can't really see it perfectly, but apparently it says, hello, Latoya, welcome to Aspire. Apparently there's some sort of infertility clinic, and basically they announced that they had been in an IVF program and that they are in the middle of IVF. Now, what I heard in this video is that they've been in it since January. It's a long process. And to me, it sounds like they'd had eggs implanted and they lost a pregnancy already. Now, are they in a pregnancy now? Let's listen to it together and see what we come up with. But basically, the video starts off with Mr. Bad. Hold on a second. Okay, it's like, sir is ready to talk. Okay. So it starts off with him saying that he just made her breakfast and she's laying in bed. She's not feeling well right now. And let's go peek in. So he knocks on his own bedroom door and is like, are you dressed? Are you decent? I was thinking to myself, what? I know she knows that you're out here filming. Why are you trying to pretend like she doesn't know that you're getting ready to come in? Like, it's just the staging of it all for me that makes it so silly.
You got clothes on? You covered?
Some clothes on. Like, if she didn't have clothes on, that they couldn't edit that out. I'm thinking to myself, y'all so silly. Would you stop? Could y'all stop? Y'all acting real goofy right now. Like, this is goofy. Okay.
No. No. You covered? Okay. All right.
Are you covered?
No, I was just why I had a little.
So this is how you want us to see you guys. Okay, we're not going to even stay for this part. He's like, do you want to film a vlog today? Do you want to go out? Do you want to go shopping? Do you want to go do this or that? She's like, of course I want to go out. Okay, so all of this boring part. So they end up in like Walmart, and then they just so happen to go through the baby aisle. Okay, so they're looking at car seats and strollers and this, that, and the third. Still not saying like that they're pregnant. And then they get to the car, and Latoya is now keeps using the word craving, and that she wants some damn chicken nuggets. Okay, and Sir is giving bad breath, and it's just, I don't know. I don't believe them. Until we see a baby bump, or until I see a baby bump, I don't believe anything these two have to say. If they're doing IVF treatment, good, but I don't know. I'm still not convinced. Not so much that they're doing IVF. Portia, stop. Not so much that they're doing IVF, but more so like that she's already pregnant.
More errands to run.
Hi guys, well, I was hungry, so we stopped because I wanted some chicken nuggets. Who don't love McDonald's chicken nuggets? Come on now. I was craving these
I don't.
salty French fries, which would definitely help with all of this nausea. So, I'm ready to dive in. Dive in. For your burger, baby. Put your French fries out here. Let me get my sweet and sour sauce. You know, this is a must. But they changed the thing. This thing used to look like this. They changed the thing.
Interesting. All right.
Fries.
Fresh hot nuggets. I know this burger. I know it's bad. It's bad. But this was one of them weekends, and now it's one of the things that every time baby eats something, I mess around to get something at the same place. I can't keep up with this now. So I'm gonna have to make some decisions.
Yeah, we still gonna walk and do our exercise, our nature trail we always doing.
I mean, technically, if they did in vitro, once they implant the eggs, I mean, technically, you walk out the office, you're pregnant, right? It sounds like they did lose one pregnancy though. So maybe they did just go through another cycle and maybe it's taking. So good luck. You know what I mean? Like, look, girl. But the kicker is, remember when Jeremy and Keisha were driving around and Jeremy says, I can't wait to have a son. And then he says, with you. So Rakan basically, they start talking about how difficult IVF is, but also when you get into sex selection. So basically, like them selecting whether they have a boy or a girl. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And basically, from what it sounds like to me, which I'm sure it'll, sound like that to you guys, sounds like they selected a boy.
We're gonna stay in shape, but hey, when I want this be what I want. And I don't want nothing else.
Yep, you told me. I gotta have the discipline to just have to get water, or
You just gonna get water, baby, while you see me eat chicken nuggets and French fries.
Let me taste some, baby.
Look, see what I'm talking about? You want some sauce, huh? See? Yeah. Anyways, so delicious.
It's so bad, but it's so good.
I know, right? Bad for you. Unhealthy.
Traffic.
I know, but it's worth it. Yeah, we need to go now.
What store is this?
You just gotta see when we get there. I don't want to say it right now.
Oh, yeah. This is.
I ain't gonna say it right now.
That's fine. We can do that.
That's cool.
So, one of the things I see, we getting a lot of congratulations and everything. So, thank you guys for that. And it was something that we've been keeping under wraps. Of course, as two grown people, how grown people supposed to move. So, this is a process we started at the very beginning of the year and didn't realize how long it takes for this whole thing to go out. So if any of you guys have been through it before, or y'all want to go down this journey, this is going to be a good journey for you guys as well.
Yeah, so like baby said, we started the IVF process early this year. Yes, and throughout the process it has been hard. I can't say the meds make them hormones. Whew, 1 minute I'm smiling, next minute I'm crying under the cover. It messes up your hormones. I can't say that. So for any ladies out there that have went through this process, please, I'm begging you, give me any great advice that you have to control these crazy hormones. It's ridiculous. And like baby said, we've been going through the process for a while, and we have paid to store our embryos because I do have complications when pregnant. So of course, I think we might do a sit-down video talking about the process and everything we have experienced so far. Throughout this long process, it has now been 8 months since starting the process. It has been a lot of work. We have experienced something very traumatic that, I'm not sure if baby has ever experienced, but I've experienced it before, unfortunately.
So she said they experienced something very traumatic. So of course, IVF, you already know that they basically create the embryo in the laboratory, right? So they get the sperm, they get the egg, they make an embryo, then they're going to implant it, right? Because her situation, from what we know from the YouTube streets, has been that she has suffered from ectopic pregnancies, and that was exposed by LuvdByErica once upon a time, and that was what broke up her and Damian Cryer, right? Anyway, so apparently, her just saying that, it sounds like they went through a round and lost a baby, right? That's what it sounded like to me. Because she said we went through something traumatic. I don't know if baby has gone through that, but I have, and I know what it's like. Now, how are you? Now, I'm not going to say how are you married to your husband and don't know, but how are you having a baby with your husband and you two seem to be thick as thieves and you don't know and he's never shared with you whether he's lost a baby or not? That doesn't make any sense. So, how are you filming a vlog and you guys lost your first round? That's my assumption based on what they just said. And you don't know whether he suffered loss of a baby before. But you know he's got a baby across town that he doesn't deal with. You know that. But you don't know after the past 8 months of IVF, forget about the whole entire marriage and you guys dating and all of that. You don't know whether he's ever his wife, his first wife, or any girlfriend has ever had a miscarriage.
Sit down video
that's
talking
just
about the
strange to
process
me.
and everything we have experienced so far throughout this long process. For any ladies out there that have went through this process, please, I'm begging you, give me any great advice that you have to control these crazy hormones. It's ridiculous.
Ask your doctor. Thank you, Christina. For as much as you're paying or your insurance is paying, and the nurses as a specialty office with all kinds of very well trained nurses and everyone who are going to tell you and hold your hand through the whole entire thing. They usually have people available because you're taking lots and lots of hormones. You need your audience to tell you.
Like Baby said, we've been going through the process for a while, and we have paid to store our embryos because I do have complications when pregnant. So of course I think we might do a sit down video talking about the process and everything we have experienced so far throughout this long process. It has now been 8 months since starting the process. It has been a lot of work. We have experienced something very traumatic that, I'm not sure if baby has ever experienced, but I've experienced it before.
That's where it's like, sis, you trying to put 20 on 10 messed you up because, hey, kicking it with Q. Let me interrupt real quick, guys. Q, I don't know if you still have that video posted, but I'm going to share your link after to that little snippet of tea regarding Peach. Okay. I watched it earlier today and I was telling people about it here. We didn't watch it or anything, but I'm gonna share your link. Okay, boo boo. Hey, Lenise. Hey, boo boo. Hey, everyone coming in. We are pretty much just getting started. But like I said, do you guys think that she's alluding to? Because if you've ever had IVF before, they call, they'll say first round, second round, or like a round of you've had your embryos implanted. And technically, you leave the office, you're pregnant. They put the babies in you, and it's your job to keep them in there, right? So she said they went through something devastating, and she does not know if her husband has ever gone through that before. I was like, really? Okay.
It has now been 8 months since starting the process. It has been a lot of work. We have experienced something very traumatic that, I'm not sure if baby has ever experienced, but I've experienced it before, unfortunately. And it can make you just not want to go through it anymore. But like I said, God has the last say so for it all. If whatever's meant to be, shall be. And can no one stop that from happening? So
yeah, I mean, God already gave you a son. Yeah, you already have he already has a son, ma'am. God gave him one already, but he doesn't appreciate that one. So you think you're going to get another one? Let's see how it turns out, right, guys?
We just have God on our side. We continue to pray, and what's supposed to happen?
You might need to acknowledge the one that you already have. Maybe that will make a difference, right, guys? If the tubes are gone, the chance of ectopic is low. But it can implant in other parts of the body. There was a story of a woman who had a pregnancy attached to her bowel. Well, with in vitro, though, they're going to put the embryo in her uterus. So I would say the chance of that is, I would say if there's no fallopian tubes, there's not going to be any pregnancy, period. If there's bad fallopian tubes, you have the risk of ectopic pregnancy. If the pregnancy goes rogue, I guess, like you said, it could attach to the bowels. I don't know. Maybe because if it expelled, I'm not sure. I would have to read that article. But in this case, we're talking about IVF. So these doctors are putting it right in the uterus. And usually they're taking hormones to make sure that the follicles are where they need to be. And they're implanting on a day where the follicles are at its peak opportunity for the embryos to settle in and take. That's typically the process. But sometimes they don't take, sometimes they will, it doesn't take, and then you have to start over again. So sometimes people go through multiple rounds of IVF for the pregnancy to actually take. So let's keep going.
It's supposed to happen. If it's not supposed to happen, it's not supposed to happen, but he'll make that clear to us. So we're just living by faith. We're doing, once again, everything we can do, and that's all that we can do, honestly.
That's it. And that's why it's important for us to control our space, control our environment, because that's one of the things that the doctor had talked about at the very beginning. You want to be low stress as possible. So that's one of the things I remind baby every day. At the beginning of the day, hey, no matter what's going on, do not let anything get to you because of those high stress environments and all of those different things. I can just encourage her to keep the goal in mind, and that end goal is to have a beautiful, healthy baby boy. But in that process, when you get a chance to choose the sex of
Hello. Hey, Miss QT in the building. Miss QT in the building says, hey, everyone, I am new. Welcome to everyone who's new here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're on the late night. I'm not going to keep y'all long, but welcome, everyone. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And let's keep going. We are here with the Muckers. Girl, hold on one second. Let me show you guys something. We're here with the Muckers, girl. LuvdByErica has been going through it this week, and she, her two. This is Erica in the middle, and these are baby father number 2 and baby father number 3. Okay, and Latoya is pregnant by Erica's baby father number 3, and Erica's going through it with her baby father number 2. This lady here, Latoya, over here off to the side, that we're watching right now, she has dated both of Erica's exes, and Erica is not happy, and Erica is letting it be known on the YouTube streets for the last couple of days. And that's pretty much where we're at, and that's what we're talking about. Okay. If you have any questions, make sure, you can comment down below, and if I don't get to it in the live, then we'll talk about it. We will definitely talk about it. Okay. All right, let's get back into it. But yeah, they're talking about their IVF process because Erica's pregnant right now, and Erica already had a son with Rakan that he does not acknowledge. Okay, so very strange that they would sit here and talk about wanting to have a son when he's got a son that is just turned 1 and that he has not acknowledged in the least.
the child. That plays a whole nother factor, a whole nother time frame on the road as well. So
Oh wait, I missed that part.
Yeah,
Hold
we're
on.
just gonna keep pushing forward
because of those high stress environments and all of those different things. I can just encourage her to keep the goal in mind, and that end goal is to have a beautiful, healthy baby boy. But in that process, when you get a chance to choose the sex,
A beautiful, healthy baby boy. Is that not just a slap in the face? Not even just to LuvdByErica, but it's a slap in the face to me, like in my opinion, as the fact that you have a baby already. Geritol can't help her sis. Her fallopian tubes are messed up. She may have had some issues or procedures in the past that have rendered her fallopian tubes kaput, and sis is challenged. She's had some challenging pregnancies that have not resulted in a baby. So Geritol, sis, that's not going to help her. It's not a matter of getting pregnant, it's delivering on a baby. So she needed help from the specialist. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. That happens to a lot of people, right? Some people have problems conceiving. Some people have problems with actually not necessarily conceiving, but the actual implantation and delivery of the baby, and from conception to delivery. So I think she falls somewhere in between that. So she was having problems with ectopic pregnancies and things of that nature. So, girl, Geritol definitely does help. I can speak to that personally. However, yeah, that wasn't her.
Of the child, that plays a whole nother factor, a whole nother time frame on the role as well. So it's to choose the sex of the child, that plays a whole nother factor, a whole nother time frame on the role as well. So
we're just gonna
that plays the baby boy, and that encourage her get to you because of those high stress environments and all of those different things. I can just encourage her to keep the goal in mind, and that end goal is to have a beautiful, healthy baby boy. But in that process, when you get the goal in mind, and that end goal is to have a beautiful, healthy baby boy. But in that process,
can you believe that? I'm trying to look up. Hold on a second. That is so obnoxious. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone says. I think they are a mess. These two need to sit down somewhere and stop coming to social media like they are damn Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, or they are some couple that people actually want to get to know, because it's ridiculous. Like, they would do a lot better for themselves just like probably going away. You know what I mean? It's just so rude at this point. So let me just show this real quick. Now, this is posted on Erica's community post, so I'm just going to show him real quick. He's absolutely adorable, right? Now, let's look right here. YouTube STREETZ DNA test. I mean, they haven't done a DNA test. People, I don't know. Look, I think there was been a breakdown in communication, breakdown in ability to co-parent. And I think where things left off some months ago was that they were low-key threatening Erica, and these two are coming off as like stable couple with a couple of coins. I don't know that that's true, but that they are more stable than her, and almost kind of low-key threatening her motherhood with her child. And I think that kind of made her feel like she needed to back off a little bit. I don't know, but that's what it seemed like to me. Hey, Chocolate Queen. Hey, Boo Boo. So I think that's why Erica backed off. Now, as far as if she files for child support, I'm sure the state would make her do it. Is she going to file for child support? I mean, when you see this man, to me, it doesn't need to be. Look at him now.
space control.
Girl, hold up. Now, this is what's posted on Erica's community posts, okay? Let me see. Girl. Okay. I'm sure she has some others. Let me see. Girl, this is what she put up about these men. Two totally different men. Two totally different men, two different generations, different backgrounds, and they still both played me. Or did I play myself? I mean, I'm going to be honest, it's both, okay? One is 38, the other one's 53, both ill intentions. When I get to 1,000 followers, I'll let you know. So I think she was referring to well, she has over 60,000 on YouTube, but I think she was talking about a different platform. When I get to 1,000 followers, I'll let you know how to not fall for the okey doke like I did. These two men have lied their asses off, and they both hate my guts, but I'm the one taking care of their kids with no child support, while one married a whore who was his side chick while we were together, and the other one dated his first wife. My ex's ex married my ex, slept behind me twice. I didn't see it coming. Stay tuned. Enough. Okay. Sis is not happy. Okay. Um, Meanwhile, he married a whore. Okay. What is this here? She's got the chair. Okay. Girl, sis is ordering a folding chair. Okay. Um, is that Dion right there? No, that's okay. That's clearly that's a filter. Um, so that's Damien Cryer's baby right there. She's pregnant right now with another one of Damien Cryer's babies. So, but he says he's not sure and he didn't want to go to the gender reveal. But let's just stay on the Muckers at this one moment. That's the baby. Sis got a lot going on. Let's see if she had any other. That's Dion. Let's see. There's the little Mucker baby. Look at him. This man is not paying attention to the child that he already has, okay? But you're sitting there selecting the sex of the future baby at the in vitro clinic. To me, as a woman, I would feel like that's a lot of pressure. Okay? I would feel like that would be a lot of pressure put on me if I were Latoya. But Latoya is giving pick me of the year. The fact that she was in this man's DMs, she slept behind two of this woman's ex-boyfriends, okay? And wait, hold on. Yeah, she slept behind this lady with the glasses slept behind two of this lady's back-to-back boyfriends, and now you're over there trying to lab create in the in vitro clinic a son. Meanwhile, this man has a son already that he is completely ignoring. And I think what also gets on her nerves is that Erica seems to be able to be extremely fertile, and sis is pissed because Erica is pregnant yet again now with another one of Damien Cryer's babies, which is going to be a girl. Sis is pissed. Okay. Okay. I don't make this up. I'm just reporting on it. Okay. Girl. Anyway, so they're busy sex selecting their in vitro. They're selecting from the embryos boys. Okay. So let's hear a little bit more and I'm gonna let y'all go.
Environment, because that's one of the things that the doctor had talked about at the very beginning. You want to be low stress as possible. So that's one of the things I remind baby every day at the beginning of the day. Hey, no matter what's going on, do not let anything get to you because of those high stress environments and all of those different things. I can just encourage her to keep the goal in mind, and that end goal is to have a beautiful, healthy baby boy. But in that process, when you get a chance to choose the sex of the child, that plays a whole nother factor, a whole nother time frame on the road as well. So
we're just gonna keep pushing forward, take it day by day, love the moments that we can share together, and what's supposed to happen will happen.
I'm a firm believer of that. Some things we can question things, why certain things happen the way it did, but at the end of the day, when we look at what beautiful outcome is happening in our lives right now, just everything from A to Z, like for the children, straight A's, doing wonderful, great at school.
I mean, when they're saying stuff like, we can't help but notice the beautiful outcomes that have happened so far, you have a whole son sitting there healthy and breathing and living on this earth that you're not having anything to do with because you were being dirty and you were behind the scenes messing with the comment section, and now you ended up wifing her up and you guys are going back and forth to the IVF clinic. You know what I mean? Like, I know people feel a certain type of way about Erica, but I do think that she got blindsided. And no matter how you feel about her, how many pregnancies she's had, I do really think that she got blindsided because at the end of the day, she wasn't messing with Latoya. Latoya basically came for her. And it remains to be seen, was this a deliberate thing? Because she was also emailing Damien Cryer. So when you were messaging Damien Cryer, knowing you're watching the Cryer family at home, and you're messaging him and wanting to meet him, you knew he had a girlfriend, which was LuvdByErica. So you went, you got with Mr. Cryer, and y'all met whenever he was sick, 2.5, 3 years ago. You got with him and he dumped Erica. Then next thing you know, you see Erica not missing a beat and she's over there with Rakan Mucker, this dude. And you find him in damn Facebook, and you start messaging him behind the scenes, telling him that Erica's messaging Mr. Cryer, they have a kid. But you were trying to make it seem like there was some behind the scenes nonsense going on, and there was not. So you have deliberately gone for 2 men that she's been with. So it really does. I mean, no matter how people look at it, at the end of the day, if you look at it like that, LaToya sounds like she is damn from that movie Single White Female. She sounds crazy. Hold on. Yeah, she sounds crazy. Okay. Anywho, I'm just like, I just think it's ridiculous. Pregnancies carry slightly higher risk of preeclampsia. So eating McDonald's, girl, let her, you know what I'm saying? We just sitting here in the background. We don't even know if that letter's real. I don't want to give no tips to nobody. You know what I mean? If you're at the IVF clinic, you are paying top dollar. Your insurance is coming through in a major way. If the insurance is paying, which I would imagine they are, because these aren't rich people. Okay. If they were rich people, their ceilings would be higher and there would be a little bit more elbow room up in that house. Okay. That insurance is coming through. Okay. And I'm sure they told her what to eat, what not to eat. And if she decides she wants to go and eat some salty ass fries, girl, Rakan, go see your son.
Just team players, we get a lot of good reports from their teachers of the past, and even this year, just earlier, it's like how they take the initiative in class. So just little things like that. So just all around.
Okay, thank you, Chocolate Queen. Yeah, allegedly, the reason and the expansive tea that Erica has been dropping and sharing seems to be courtesy of Mr. Mucker, who they say is still in contact with LaToya because LaToya can't help herself but to keep a bird in the hand and a bull in the bush. Okay?
It's just great. So it's nothing to be frustrated about, sad about when so many beautiful things are happening. When you look at stuff from that lens, things are really, really small. It don't matter how the enemy tries to come at you. They are so small. You know, they very, very small. God is big. Mm-hmm. And God can overcome all of that and do everything that God needs to do. Yeah. We just continue to do what we do, which is be blessed, be a blessing to others. Yeah. And be that positive role model.
Be a blessing to your own son, sir. And LaToya, why don't you help your son, the son you already have, who doesn't know who his father is because you were cheating on your first husband, what he said in a video, okay? That was what your husband, the real deal, said about you, how you would disappear and do all the things, and that he had to go take a Dana test from Walgreens. And it turned out that the son that you delivered during their marriage and was conceived allegedly during the marriage was not his baby. So it's interesting that these two right here are trying so hard to have a son, which this woman has a son. You need to let him know who his father is. And then this man has a son who he doesn't acknowledge. I don't know if we're going to see if the baby comes. Okay. I mean, you know, if the in vitro is successful, good for them. And we'll just keep watching. But they chose to put this information out on the YouTube streets, and you can't expect to have a 6 boom ba welcome party. You know, everyone's not going to be congratulating. Everyone's not going to be hating either. But at the end of the day, y'all got some house cleaning to do. Y'all got some porches to sweep and some messes to clean up. And if you think that people have forgotten about it, just because now you're sitting in the car eating some McDonald's and trying to show some sort of document that nobody knows is real or not. What?
Model that we've been since the beginning.
Yeah. And of course, you know, for all you all that know us, we're going to do everything we can to protect our space, our children's space, as well as our unborn child space. So when it comes to this process, we're going to share as much as we can with you all. We have definitely have already been recording throughout the process, but you know, it scares me to even release certain things because people can be so wicked. Like they can try.
Well, you just put out, guys, if you're just now coming in, so you're concerned about people being in your business, but you just, hold on. You just dropped a letter from your fertility clinic. Can we see that? Girl, are we going to see that? Look at this. I would not have done all that. Hold on.
Starting the process, it has been a lot of work. Please, I'm begging you, give me any great advice that you have to control these crazy hormones. It's ridiculous. Like Baby said, we've been going through the process for a while.
No, we just made this little, you know.
And so, yeah, we need to go now.
Things I see we getting a lot very beginning of the year.
We started the IVF process early this year.
Girl, I can see, what I can see is that it's the Aspire Clinic, the Kingwood office. Hold on a second. Like, why would you put this to the YouTube streets? You are scheduled at the Kingwood office on January 12th, 2023. Okay. So you give the clinic name. I'm sure it probably has the doctor's name on here if we could really see it, but that was too much. They're stupid. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say that was dumb. Okay.
Because of those high stress environments and all of those different things. I can just encourage her to keep the goal in mind. And that end goal is to have a beautiful, healthy baby boy. But in that process, when you get a chance.
Oh, shame. I think that's just shameful. I think it's really sad for the baby boy that one day he's going to have to listen to his mom tell the story about how he was ignored to the nth degree by his father, who was sitting up there with the woman who, like, you know, Miss Sloppy Seconds herself came through and, came through and just was target. I mean, really, it does seem like she was targeting LuvdByErica. I'm not going to lie. I think it sounds like when she was reaching out to Damian Cryer to meet him, you were watching the episode, so you knew he was dealing with somebody. When you reached out to Rakan, you knew he was dealing with someone, and both of those people were dealing with Erica. Like, something sounds a little off right there. That sounds very strange to me. Okay. Now, Erica was there, and she, and so was Mr. Cryer. Mr. Cryer didn't have to get her pregnant again either, right? These two are a mess. They want to seem above everyone. They really are very self-righteous and pious, right? IVF is very expensive, even with payment plans, but maybe, she works for the hospital system. So it's quite possible that she has some very good insurance, and companies these days are providing fertility assistance, which I can say. So yeah, I worked for a company that was very progressive, and because they did a lot to, in their terms, to help support families in how they want to grow or whatever, they had really exceptional benefits. And part of that did include fertility. So because they were very much, had lots of programs to support their LGBTQ employees, and felt that adding IVF and fertility services would be helpful to some of their LGBTQ employees that had interest in that, and also other all of the employees, but specific to them being committed to their employees and specific employee groups. They went above and beyond in the fertility assistance and fertility services that they were willing to open their benefit plans up to. And girl, you could do a lot. Okay. So if her company has a very generous benefit plan, they may be paying little to nothing. It could almost be free.
And to choose the sex of the child, that plays a whole nother factor, a whole nother time frame on the road as well. So
we're just gonna.
Well, surrogates can be expensive too, and sometimes surrogates are not. Some surrogates can be coco loco. Okay, some people don't want to separate themselves from the baby. Maybe she wants that feeling of carrying her baby. That could be next. You never know, but maybe they want to try this first. Some things are better left off the internet. I think that these two, with their shenanigans of the internet and trying to play like, did that happen? They probably should have not put this out, but that's on them. But yeah, I put this up because I wanted to help you guys who are new here and don't know these channels, with a little bit of a visual, of a top left-hand corner, Erica with Damien, Rakan with Latoya, Erica in the middle, who is now pregnant with Damien's child, which Damien is in the center, to the left, and Rakan is on the right in the sport coat. She dated both of these men, and Latoya found her way in both of these men's DMs while Erica was dating them and created scenarios to make Erica look bad and somehow ended up with both of them. It's the craziest thing you've ever heard. Okay. Anyway, guys, I told you guys I would not keep you too long. Mira, you said you would never. I wouldn't either. It's too much of a potential snatch and grab for me. I would be concerned with someone trying to steal my baby. You know what I mean? Or not wanting to give up the baby at the end, or getting too attached in the pregnancy. And also, I just, I would have some questions in terms of like DNA, because even though it is your egg and it's your man or your husband's sperm, um, I mean, of course, the baby is growing and being nourished by this woman's uterus and her blood and all of those things. I mean, is my blood going to be like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I've got biological questions. I just couldn't. Like, it wouldn't, it's just not for me. So I couldn't. But for the people that surrogates are able to help, that it's awesome. You know what I mean? Science has come so far and it's helped a lot of people. So I'm not going to knock it. I just know it's not for me. IVF would be something I would consider if that was something that I wanted to do, but it's not something that we needed to do. But yeah, that's what they're doing. But to me, I think my opinion, um, which they put this out on the YouTube streets, my opinion would not matter had they not made this a public situation. Now my opinion still doesn't matter, but it's public and we're talking about it. Is that I think that these two on the left are absolutely disgusting, doing a sex selection, that it's more important that they have a son. For what reason, I don't know, but it's more important, maybe because he doesn't have one, allegedly, but he does. Um, I just think it's disgusting. I find it absolutely disgusting, and God doesn't bless mess. And I wish them good luck. Good luck on this endeavor, because even if everything goes according to plan and you feel like you guys have gotten exactly what you wanted, you just never know how things will turn out in life. You know what I mean? And I think that being so cavalier about the fact that you have a healthy baby already on this earth, and Latoya, you have a child that is missing a father, because of shenanigans that you were doing during your marriage, according to your husband, her first husband. I wouldn't be telling this story to the YouTube streets because it's extremely messy. It's extremely messy. I wonder if she gets dental, because girl, yes, the teeth are, it's a lot. There's a lot going on in that mouth. But yeah, anyway, guys, I think we covered this topic. But Q, if you're still here, boo boo, drop your link in a comment, please, and I will pin it. So if people want to go catch that tea on Peach, let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see, fun Q. Q, where is Q? Because Q changed her name too. And hello to everyone. Thank you all for joining us this evening. I don't know. And this was just something I really didn't want to get into in the morning just because it is kind of complicated. And right now, while I felt like I could actually explain this well enough, okay, this is Sis right here, kicking it with Q. Let me find her channel. Kicking. There's some tea over there on Miss Peach. Okay. And if you guys hadn't seen Peach's, oh, is that kicking it? Oh, I'm the worst at looking up channels. Just a second. Okay, here it is. Girl. Okay. Let me just show you real quick, but you guys can go watch. It's like a little 2-minute video. Girl. I mean, if it's true, who's surprised? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Sis says that she been messing with Sir for damn 5 years. It's something of a pamphlet. There's obviously Peach and her husband, but over here is the read aloud of a pamphlet that was written. Listen.
Us. I just need to get out my feelings. I also saw your most recent video, and I felt so bad. I felt bad because I know every time him and I have a fight he mistreats you. I also must confess. He took 15 grand of the money he made, and moved me in a house down the street from you. I just found that out after seeing your surroundings on your video. This man is so sneaky and cunning.
Okay, if you want to see that, go on over there to Q's channel. It's posted. Um, Girl, okay, a mess. And is this a shocker about Peach's husband? I mean, word on the street has been word on the street for a long time. So it is what it is. But yeah, guys, go watch that. We'll talk about it tomorrow morning. But yeah, go ahead and check that out over there. And yeah, it's a bombshell. So yeah, it's a bombshell. Anywho, Q, if you do end up seeing the link for that book in the future, can you make sure to come back to Bougie Gang and let us know what's going on, please? And so we can stay abreast on the tea. Can you make sure to post that so we can all be in the know over here too? But you guys, if you don't know Q's channel, go ahead and check her out over there. Q drops her content regularly. You may know her from she was in Texas once upon a time, and there was some shenanigans between her and Liv's life once upon a time. Um, if you guys remember the story of Liv going into Subway to apply for a job, well, that was Q that she spoke to in that Subway, and her and Q became friendly, and there were some shenanigans that she talked about once upon a time. So if you are familiar with that story with Liv and Liv applying for a job at Subway, and then I think she was sleeping with some dude, girl. When has she not? But anyway, that's our sis right here. But she has her whole own channel, and it does not revolve around Liv's life. So go check her out. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. I just wanted to get up into this situation tonight and to that situation. So you guys get caught up, and then I will see y'all in the morning. Okay. Do y'all have anything else? Hey, Wintress. Wintress, you're laughing. She was the Subway girl. Liv went in there looking for a job. That was right when Liv got the job at Subway. It was the decision like, do I work at Subway or do I do YouTube? Do I work at Subway or do I do YouTube? And Stella with the boots told her to pick YouTube. Okay. If she would have gone to work at Subway like she probably should have, she might be with her husband right now. Maybe. Who knows? She might still be in Dallas and life may have been very, very different. But she chose YouTube, and girl, what did Gerard say? Did he say she thought she was Queen Latifah? You couldn't tell her she wasn't Queen Latifah when she hit it. Okay. She got that first big check and she was acting like Queen Latifah. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna leave y'all with that tonight. Okay. Look how cute we are, guys. We are right up under an hour. Okay. Guess who's getting to bed at midnight? And we got this thing right at an hour. Okay. Y'all have a good night. I will see y'all tomorrow. Take care. Bye.
Walk it like I talk it. 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 You walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.